This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Blak Magus, and kind of a part 2 to the Gamepass rant that I did. So an interesting tweet came up today that has everybody going crazy on the internet, where somebody had a take on Gamepass that I found quite perplexing, and I'm gonna go ahead and just read it really quick. So this take, and I'm not gonna put the person's name out there because I don't want them to, get harassed any more than they already are being harassed about this. Which, by the way, you guys need to chill out and relax. It's an opinion. I understand you disagree, but you don't have to go after a person for their opinion. You have a discussion and give your thoughts on the opinion. You don't have to fucking try to humiliate or harass this person. It's just dumb. Y'all are dumb. Alright, so here's the initial tweet in the thread. Gamepass is good for people who can't drop money on games because gaming is a class exclusionary hobby that disproportionately keeps brown and black folks out of gaming, and that's always been my only Gamepass thing. It's good, actually. Gamepass doesn't have value for it if you only want AAA, are waiting for the Xbox Studio games that are delayed, or you get your games for free to review. To be honest, I would say most of the year when I'm not taking advantage of 360 ports, it doesn't have value for me. But that doesn't erase the immense value it has for people who can't afford to drop 40 to 70 on a game and even be in the same year of a sports game as their friends. The ability to access a whole library and fill blind spots in gaming because you couldn't play before, or just have access to games in general, is something that is invaluable and remain one of the biggest moves in diversifying gaming, because it removes price as a barrier, or rather lowers it substantially. Anyway, I just think game industry professionals don't take into account the extreme class barrier that has been a constant in gaming enough, and when you make arguments on things, you need to also understand the intersections of identity that play into it. I was in a games trivia contest and I sucked because most of it was retro, have a job gaming knowledge, and I realized just how much I have not played and will not play because we were given one game a year, and you had to hope that a friend would invite you over for new ones. I see my bias in the argument here, but more poor brown girls getting to play games and getting to be current in gaming is something I desperately want. Alright, so now it sounds pretty, it sounds cute, and it's absolutely wrong. And to qualify, I am one of those black people, black or brown people. Here's the thing about this whole statement. Okay, so it's clear that part of her argument is based on, her preferred platform. At least I can see that, in some of her arguments, because she's making some of the arguments that people have been making during this whole, bullshit Game Pass versus PlayStation Plus, or Game Pass sucks narrative that's been going around ever since Bethesda made their announcement. You especially see that in some of the middle portions. But the thing that makes me think that she's even more wrong is that I get that you think that gaming is a class. This, it's one of those things that, for classes, it's kind of a barrier set because of gaming. But you can make that case for HDTVs, computers and the internet, cars, a lot of things. Because the truth of the matter is, when you're in an economically lower class, everything is disproportionate to you.
There is really not a thing. So you can make the argument that all of these things that I mentioned before are race barriers. Anything that's considered a luxury in life is a race barrier, basically. You know, which I get part of the point, especially because when you are in when you have poor means, you do want to be able to access some of those things, and it's frustrating not being able to. I don't think that it's designed the way that she's trying to classify it to make her argument about why Game Pass is so cool. Nor do I think that the intent of Game Pass ever was that. Now, does it help a lower class or anybody who doesn't have a lot of money and can't just go out and buy games willy-nilly? Sure, it definitely does. But I feel like her argument is just disingenuous in a way, because I don't think that she is making this argument if it weren't for the debate that's been going on right now. I feel like this is something that should have been said as soon as Game Pass was out, and then it would have probably had a little bit more weight, at least for me. Because saying that now while people are dissing Game Pass, which again, I don't agree that people should be dissing Game Pass like that, but to do that, it just seems like you are just basically trying to help one side over the other in the argument. And again, I will wholeheartedly admit I am wrong if I can get some clarification. But it's just like the things that, bouncing back and forth, like saying how, like, stuff like, kids having blind spots in gaming. I have many blind spots in gaming. Part of it is because I couldn't afford those things. I don't feel like I was left out or I was challenged in life, because I did have access to some games. I was able to play games when I was a kid. My mom was pretty much middle class, so we were able to afford Nintendo when I was a kid. Could I get every game? No. And it wasn't necessarily just because of affordability. Let's be honest. A lot of times when you're a kid, your parents ain't going to let you just at least back in the day, parents ain't just going to buy you any and everything that you want. Shit costs money. And people see those things as, a luxury. Again, gaming isn't necessarily an essential thing in life. Even today as an adult, it's not an essential thing. It's a luxury. And if I'm able to afford that luxury, cool. But, you can't, I don't know. You can't just do that. And I guess it goes to what my boy Cardiac has said. It's like, there's a way that you can make just about everything about race if you really wanted to. And it's part of the reason why a lot of people like to dismiss a lot of liberal views, and a lot of liberal views which have serious, legitimate weight to them. Because once you start making everything seem like, again, everything about race, like I said, about how you can say that about TVs, any car, any electronic, what have you, it dilutes the conversation to the point where the people that you're trying to get to understand and to get behind you don't take it as serious as it can. I think this is one of those areas where the argument's not going to be taken as serious, because, yeah, at the end of the day, Game Pass is great, but it's not like this, revolutionary moment in equality, the history of equality and humanity. You know what I mean? That's just me. I don't knock her as a person for feeling this way, or I don't, I'm not going to sit here and just like say she's stupid or anything like that. No, but I do think that the point did miss the mark, and just from a personal perspective, I do think there's some disingenuous, like, language in there. But that's just for me. I'm curious to know exactly what you guys think. So, as always, you guys feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I'll holler at you later. This your boy Blak Magus. This thing got me flustered because I'm just like confused. All right, y'all. Peace.